Yo, what is going on, guys? Matt HUC here, back with a brand new video, and today we are going to be looking at some of the best perks, or I guess you could say top 10, even though it's not really a top 10, I don't really have a number on them, but some of my best and favorite perks to use, ones that I highly recommend, and just ones that I really think could help your gameplay a lot more than what it is right now. So, if you're like me and you haven't given up on the game, you probably wondered to yourself plenty of times, what are some of the best perks that you can use to really just, make it so much easier for yourself and just better in general. So I'm going to go ahead and give you my list of perks that I highly recommend. So, number one being the hoarder that I am, Pack Rat. Pack Rat to me is probably the most essential one, as I have mine leveled up all the way. It reduced all of my junk items by 75%. So some of these can get really heavy, so you're going to need something to kind of counteract it. And with this, it just creates a nice little, decrease in weight. So say you're weighing like what, 175, you can only hold 180, you're having a tough time. Well, here you go, you got Pack Rat. Well, go ahead and get it, level it up a little bit, and once you go ahead and implement it, that 175 goes down dramatically. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and show you something. So right now I weigh 207. Yes, I am in power armor, but right now I weigh 207 straight up. So I think I have a good bit of junk too. Let me go ahead and check, make sure first. Yeah, a decent little amount. So when we go over here and we take this off, unequip. So look at that. That's almost a 50-pound difference. I'm at 255 without using it. Just that one perk can be the difference between 50 pounds. And now that I applied it, 207. So really, I think this is probably the most essential perk. Pack Rat is probably the 100% the one I recommend the most. Number two would have to be Sturdy Frame. So with Sturdy Frame, it takes, armor for instance, which weighs quite a good bit by itself, and 50% less when it's max level. I don't quite actually know. Okay, so for first level, even 25%, even that is a huge bargain. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you this one too, because why not? So I weigh 207, I remember that. So when I equip it, and now I'm at 218, so it's a what, 11-pound difference just from my armor. So really, depending on how you want to play, it's a good way to save a lot of weight for yourself, so you can hoard anything that you want, anything that your little heart desires, and it really just makes life so much better for yourself. And how could it not at that point? So my next perk that I kind of think is really underrated is Good Doggy. So I know it sounds gross. Hear me out. Eating dog food is now 3 times as beneficial. So when you eat dog food, or when I eat dog food now, which I tend to hoard it, because the way this perk works is now this is 30% of food for me. So that's a ton, and I get a lot of HP from it. Yes, you do get RAS, of course, like everything else, but you do get 30% of food back versus what? Here you go, 15%, 6% from Danny Boys. There's another one, Fancy Lads, another 10%. I think not even some of the meats can give you that much. Let's see. Yeah, 20%. That's ionized meat though, but still, I still stand by my statement. That is insane. Pork and beans, 15%. So the fact that you can get this one perk and your food automatically goes to from being what, 10% to 30%. That is insane. That is probably one of the most underrated perks in my opinion. Good Doggy. If you can, go ahead and get it right now. I can't recommend it enough. I recommend it to anybody and everybody, no matter what playstyle you want to use. This is probably going to be your best option. Now another one to go along with that one, because dog food kind of weighs a good bit, is through Hiker. So food and drink weights are reduced by 6%. If you can't tell right now, I kind of like to hoard stuff whenever I play these types of games. So I kind of like having anything that'll decrease my weight and just make it so much better. So through Hiker's a good one. You know what? We'll do it for this one too. Why not? Why not? Okay, so unequip it. We were at 207, and now 235. So almost a 30-pound difference just from food and water. Now, if you don't carry a lot of food and water, it might not matter to you. But considering I love to have a lot of food and water on me to make sure I know exactly what I'm doing, this is perfect for me and my play style. So besides the obvious ones like Lockpick and Hacker and things like that, another good one that I think was very beneficial is Woodchucker. So twice as much wood when harvesting wood. So for anyone that's actually base building, or they just need it to help improve their base, or maybe you have wooden armor, this is probably one of the better things for you. So first aid is a very good one, because at first I felt like Stimpaks didn't really do a whole lot for me whenever I was trying to heal. So with first aid, I have it leveled up twice, so it does 30% more, but even at first it does 15% more, and then at number 3 it does 45% more of your health lost. So that goes from a huge thing from Stimpaks. So you could do what? One Stimpak could almost get you from halfway all the way full. You could be looking at that, or you could just leave it how it is and get little to no benefit, which doesn't really make sense. But I mean, if that's how you want to play it, use your perks and other things, I completely understand. But I think it's too perfect. First aid is just too perfect for my play style and how I want to play. I know I've said that a lot. There should be a counter for that, but it is perfect for how I want to take things, because I get hurt a lot because sometimes I like to use just melees. So it kind of just works out for me and how I want to take things. But like I said, anyone watching this video, you could, want to play a completely different way. That's more than understandable. And I highly recommend you just trying out any play style that you want to really see what you like most. Ooh. So lastly is Gunsmith. So Gunsmith, even when it first starts off, guns break 10% slower and you can craft tier 1 guns. And this goes all the way up to tier 5, and then at the very end, guns break 50% slower. So I'm at tier 4, so mine break 40% slower. So this is perfect for, people that are struggling to find, screws or anything like that. And they really just want to save their guns, because, it's kind of hard to find springs and gears sometimes, which I completely understand. So for those types of people, I think Gunsmith is a very good perk for you. And honestly, there's no reason for you not to try it. At least give it a little shot. I mean, it could be a lot worse, but I do think Gunsmith has a nice little balance of, protecting your guns, but at the same time, they still wear down, so that way you don't feel like the whole gun system is just gone to waste. It's, like I said, it's just a nice little balance to kind of keep things different, and yet to keep you from not freaking out because you can't find any springs, or you can't find the right ballistic fibers. That's for apparel, but it's the same idea. But yeah guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I post very frequently around here. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.